this is Shar, and I did another experiment with Archangel Michael. I chose him again because the first time I worked with him, he was awesome, and he gave me a lot of really cool EVPs and pictures, and he even played some kind of musical solo for me. You can hear it in my other YouTube video, which I will leave a link for. So I decided to contact him again, especially after I had my very severe accident. I've always worked with Archangel Michael, and he helps me out with a lot of things, and I figured we were close, so I thought it's the first experiment that I was able to do since my accident, and I couldn't think of anyone better to talk to than Archangel Michael. Plus, I wanted to ask him some questions about my accident, and I got some really awesome answers. Especially one very, very long one, a lot of EVPs. I think it had 9 EVPs for the one question, and it was very heartwarming. I can't wait to share that with you. So this was the very first experiment that I did after my accident, and it was really hard for me to do because there's still a lot of pain involved, but I did it, and it made me really happy. It took me 8 months to go through, but I'm really happy that I can present you with this video today of Archangel Michael. Okay, so the official start time of this experiment is 10:23 p.m. This is, let me see, 10:23 p.m. And this is the 9th of September 2023. Experiment with Archangel Michael. The first thing I'm going to do is inscribe Archangel Michael's name in this candle. I normally would do a sigil, but this is the first experiment that I've done since my accident, and I'm still not up to I'm still not up to par yet. I'm still not able to do a lot of things, so this is really exciting for me, but I'm on a time limit because I can't do a whole lot right now. So I have his name inscribed. I would normally have a sigil and charge it too, but I can't go through all that right now. So I'm going to light the candle. I'm going to try to light the candle. There we go. And I am going to evoke Archangel. Alright, so I have his candle and his offering. I'm offering him bread to symbolize life and honey to symbolize my good intentions. And here we go. Archangel Michael, defender of light and courageous protector, I call upon your presence with reverence and an open heart. With your sword of truth and your shield of strength, I ask for your guidance and protection in this sacred space. Surround me with your radiant blue light, casting away all negativity. And shield me from harm, both seen and unseen, with your heavenly intensity. Archangel Michael, I seek your guidance and wisdom. Illuminate my path with clarity and insight for each decision. In times of darkness or doubt, be my guiding star. Lead me towards the path that's true, both near and far. With your unwavering strength and boundless love, watch over me from the realms above. I trust in your power and the divine light you bring. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for the protection you bestow upon everything. In your name, I evoke this sacred connection with gratitude, faith, and divine affection. Archangel Michael, please hear my call to you. Please join me now as I seek your guidance. I would like to make this connection once again with you, as we have before in the past. And I ask you to please forgive my not being able to go the extra mile for everything tonight, as my injury has prevented me from doing a lot of things. but I do appreciate all the love and support you have given me and all the healing that you and Archangel Raphael have done for me and God as well. Please join me now. Hear my call for you, Archangel Michael, and come to me now. Thank you. I give you this bread and honey as a humble offering, and I burn this light, this candle, in your honor. And if you don't mind, I'm going to put them over here so that I can conduct our session together. Thank you. I'm going to start the session. I have 3 different sessions that I want to do, actually 4 different sessions. And I will explain them to you in a little bit. So obviously EVPs give you the most information, and I do have quite a bit of them to share with you today. But I tried to go more the visual route this time. It's hard to get visuals in an experiment. It's hard to get visuals in a paranormal investigation. I have several methods and ways to get visuals, so I do have quite a few to share with you. Some of them are very relevant to this experiment, and some are what came in because energy was attracted to it. I'm going to show you some images now that did not come from EQZ, Spirit Technology, as many of you are used to seeing by now. It came from a different type of a scrying method, and some of them were really awesome. Some of them were really interesting. It works kind of like the Spirit Technology, where energies that are brought in from the experiment can make themselves known. The kind of energies that come through are usually ones that are attracted by the type of experiment that we do. And of course, you have your strays and stragglers. Nonetheless, they're all spirits or entities, and they're very interesting. So I love to include them all, but there are ones that are pertinent, so I will also point them out. So enjoy these images. I hope you like those images. Now we're going to move on to the EVPs. There's quite a few of them, and they give a lot of really awesome information and some very touching. So some of them are kind of crazy. So just a word about the EVPs. I always play the question that I ask followed by one or however many EVPs come out. I don't clean them up or edit them at that point. Sometimes I might make them a little bit louder because they're so low you can't even hear them. Other than that, I play the full thing. Then when that's done, you hear a replay of just the EVPs for that question. They are a little cleaned up. Sometimes they're made a little louder or faster or slower so you can hear them better. When you listen with headphones, you can hear them even better. And some of the ones that I have, the syllabic ones, they are very difficult to hear. Headphones are really a must for them. But I just wanted to let you know so you know how to go about listening to the EVPs the way I play them. Enjoy. Do you perform miracles for God? So that EVP was self-explanatory. I do have to give you a little bit of an explanation for the next couple of EVPs and for things that you might hear throughout this. Some of you know, but for those of you who do not, I have discovered two races of beings over the past, 7 years or so. The Squask are one race of beings. They're malevolent, and they ended up wanting me to sell souls. Obviously, they wanted to make a pact with me, which I do not do, but they like to crash my experiments often, and they did come with their set of demons, real ones. One that was known as Chris, who was really Asmodeus. And then a couple of years ago, I made another discovery of the Ropans, and the Ropans were really helping me make other discoveries and helping me build my X-Wave device, which is a really cool paranormal device. Nothing seen like it out there. I want to use it to work on my time portal project and other types of portal gateway work. Anyway, the Ropans were really awesome. There was a guy named Vega. They are a malevolent race, but they weren't being malevolent. The Squaws got a hold of them, and then things kind of hit the fan at that point. I don't really speak to them anymore or work with them at this point. But I did want to ask Archangel Michael about it. They still try to come into my life from time to time, and the best way to do that is to try to crash through my experiments, even though I'm very protected. They don't do anything, they just leave their messages. But so that's kind of what that's all about. Are the Squasks still around me? So can I still get advice from him for my X-Wave, or will that put me in danger? It's all fun and games for them, but it's a dangerous one, especially for me. Is it possible to save the human race? I checked each of the EVPs to see if there were any images contained on their spectrograms, and there were some. The EVP sessions were held in a few different batches. So I'll show you any spectrograms that came out after each particular phase of EVP questioning. Are the Squasks still around me? Is it possible to save the human race? Is the information in the Bible about God and you correct? The realm of the angels that I just talked about, is that where I think it is? Are the Squask still around me? Is Vega from the Ropans an entity that means me any harm? Or is he trustworthy?
Better outcomes for more people. Better outcomes for more people.
Can I still talk to Vega with harm to no one to still get advice for my X-Wave project? Was my accident just that, an accident? What would you like people to know?
Shall be done. On the way to guarantee.
Guarantee what?
Shall be done. On the way to guarantee.
So the EVP that says shouldn't have done it, I think that pertains to a lot of like general things that people have done in the world, maybe to try to get you to think about ways that maybe we can change what we have done. And but the rest of the EVPs I thought might be confusing. It kind of pertains to things that are more personal to me, so I just wanted to explain that. Are you here with me, Archangel Michael? What is your job as an archangel? What is the purpose of divine suffering? I want to make a note here that my camera at 10:53 shut off by itself, and it has a full charge. So, and this camera doesn't do that kind of thing. Where is the realm of the angels located? Are the squask still around me? Can I still get advice for my X-Wave project from Vega? Is that safe? What else will it be able to do? I was actually talking about my OBEX device. So they said becomes and to take off. I think they were saying to me it'll eventually be coming to the point where it'll take off. So I'm hoping that's what it was. And I'm certainly hoping that it does. Are there negative or evil entities around me, and who are they? Archangel Michael, once again, are you here with me? What is your job as an archangel? Do you perform miracles for God? Is the information in the Bible about God and you correct? In various traditions, God is described differently. Can you shed light on the diverse perceptions of the divine, how they converge or differ? What is the purpose of divine suffering? What is your divine guidance for finding strength and courage during challenging times in our lives? And here's the spectrogram that came out with this EVP response. So that EVP response was a perfect example of how angels do not get involved. What messages do you have for those seeking clarity and guidance on their spiritual journey? Can you offer guidance on how to release fear and find inner peace and healing? Do you always go to those who call out for you? Why or why not? Where is the realm of angels located?
This is a really awesome set of EVPs. Where's the gem hiding? So we asked where the realm of the angels were. So it's a gem. Where's it hiding? Where are they? It's not in the box. It's not where you might think it is. And of course, without angels, we wouldn't have senses. So I guess they keep order. And Talavin was very interesting because that is a robe. So, I guess we do the angels in the robe thing, but just things that are specific to angels. So it was really cool.
Where does God dwell?
Well, this EVP response sure had some humor in it. When I asked where God dwells, they said in the computer and in the bathroom. So I guess that means God dwells everywhere. But it's funny how they said in the computer, and then I got this spectrogram. I don't know if that's supposed to be God, but it's something depicted that came from the computer. I just thought it was funny because most times you don't get spectrograms that easy. Just some food for thought.
Show me what God looks like. Are the squasks still around me? So how can I get rid of them? Is Vega from the Europeans an entity that means me harm? Is it bad or good to get advice from him? Will my OPEX device be successful? What else will it be able to do?
So this is where my experiments get hijacked. The entities that are talking to me now are from the Squask, the people I were telling you about that started helping me out, but then they wanted me to start selling souls, and it was a whole big long thing. I've talked to them for many years, and the things that unfolded were amazing. Story so long that I really wanted to be able to tell it, and I started to. There's some things on my YouTube about it, but anyway, long story short, they're just telling me, forgive us or forget us, and well, I chose to forget them, but before there was one time I said that I was going to not make contact with them anymore, and I did one more time just because of certain things that played out, but I haven't in a very long time. And even though I don't contact them and I have protection in place whenever I do an experiment, they still can use their energy for my devices, so they don't even have to be in this realm all the way.
What advice do you have for the people of this planet?
You can't help but wonder about that particular response.
Is it possible to save the human race? Who are we saving it from?
Who is going to be the next president in 2024? What advice do you have for me personally? What would you like to tell the people of this world? What do you want them to know? So in this particular EVP, I think it's Archangel Michael saying, well, perhaps it's you. You're living without Jesus, you're living without God, and he wants you to need him. Oh, and just an FYI, I'm not pushing any kind of religion. I don't have one myself. Just trying to translate these messages. You do you, and let's move on. Are there any negative or evil entities around me, and who are they? So after the two EVP responses of not here, not evil, the rest of it might not seem to make sense to you. It does make sense to me, though. They're talking about pretty much the Squask again, but it goes a little bit further than that, and who the Squask is actually ruled by. And they're pretty evil. So it does apply to me, and it makes sense to me. It would take a very long explanation. So I just wanted to make the short explanation. How do I get rid of them? So this next EVP I just had to really bring your attention to because it's really amazing. I work with Archangel Michael a lot, and he is always there for protection, and he's amazing. Some of you know that I had a really bad accident almost a year ago. It's been like 11 months now, and I was severely hurt. My back was very injured badly. And here it is almost a year later. I'm still having a lot of problems. So it's been very difficult and challenging for me. Trying to live as normal as I can, and but it's something that is difficult on a daily basis. So I was asking Archangel Michael about it, and the response he got was very endearing, meant a lot to me. I wanted to share it with you because they are amazing. These beings, these spiritual divine beings, are very amazing. So check this one out. And the response is very long, so is the question. So I'm going to have the question up on the screen first, followed by another screen with the responses, just because it's long. So just wanted to let you know. Enjoy. How long will it take my back until I fully heal enough to feel pretty good and I can do things like normal again? Or will that never happen? So that was very heartwarming and probably one of the best EVPs that I have ever gotten, especially that was for me. So thank you very much, Archangel Michael, for always watching over me and being there for me and my family. Also, I got one more a spectrogram to show you. It came at the very end of the EVP session. It looks like a little animal. And then there was a word written in the same picture. However, if I outline the animal for you and then I couldn't really put the word in there because you wouldn't see it. So I made two separate pictures. It's the same one, just one has the animal, one has the word. The word is interesting because it's the word heaven. And even though it is spelled wrong, you have to remember that when these entities write these things, it's not an easy feat to do. And they usually just write what they have to, absolute minimal. It has nothing to do with them not knowing how we spell anything because they are much, much more intelligent than we are. So this is pretty cool. Now I just have a couple more pictures for you. These are taken with Perlin Noise, and it's from the same session with Archangel Michael. It works just like all the other EQC technology and spectral technology imaging, where a lot of the things that get attracted to the session come in. So enjoy these. And now, lastly, we have a couple of full spectrum camera digital pictures that we captured during the experiment. So here they are. So there you have it. There are all the results that I got from my second experiment with wonderful Archangel Michael. He's great to help you out with protection or just get advice. Remember, he is an angel, so angels will not interfere on their own. They can only interfere if you ask them to, and be very specific about what you're asking for because they take everything very literally. So I hope you've enjoyed this experiment as much as I enjoy doing it and presenting it to you. This is Shar with Elite Paranormal Specialists. I hope to see you back with me again soon.